We're redrafting all English imports to the NRL. I'm going first. Easy one, Sam Burgess. Clive Churchill Medal winner. Just one of the best to have ever played the game. Easy.
Legend of the game. Easy number one. My number one pick, obviously I would have gone Sam Burgess, of course, but I'm going to go his old sparring partner, James Graham. A really, really good player for the Bulldogs for a long time. Played in 2 grand finals. Was the leader of that club. Came to the Dragons as well, and left a mark on that club too. So James Graham in my one.
One of the first props to have decent ball skills as well.
Yeah, he really kind of reinvented the game with his ball playing. Him and Aidan Tolman through that 2012 to 2014 period at the Dogs under Desi. So James Graham.
Nice. I would have had him slightly lower. For me, Adrian Morley, the hardest man in the competition when he came over from Leeds in 01, I think, to the Roosters. All we used to see with him was when he played tests against Australia and he'd just belt people. And then he came to Australia and that was all he continued to do. I think in terms of redefining what English players could do in the NRL, Adrian Morley.
My number 2, I'm going with a former Dragon, also a former premiership winner, Gareth Widdop. Was a boom youngster coming through it at the Storm, won a grand final in 2012, moved to the Dragons and really carried that club for a long time. Was the captain of the Dragons the whole time. It was playing for England. Classy 5'8", good fullback as well. Gareth would have been my 2.
Nice. I think he's actually technically Victorian in terms of origin eligibility.
I think so, yeah. Which
Although
doesn't mean anything.
If you hear him talk, you're like, oof, you're English, my friend. For me, number 3, Jordan Turner. Played in the 2017 All-Star game, never in the NRL.
Okay.
No, not him.
I was like, who's that, eh?
Easy one for me, Gareth Ellis, West Tigers. Excellent player. Didn't play in the 05 grand final, though.
No.
Because he wasn't in Australia then.
No.
Despite what I may have said in previous edits. Wasn't here.
My number 3...
It's getting spicy now.
Yeah, my number 3 is someone that's actually still playing and someone that's probably very underrated. Tom Burgess from the Rabbitohs. He's among the club's most capped players, played in the grand final in 2014. Stalwart of that club, and yeah, Tom Burgess is in my 3. Really underrated player, I think, for what he's brought to the Rabbitohs for over a decade.
Yep, 100% back that. For me, number 4, Josh Hodgson for a long time was number 2 rake in the game in my eyes. Has faded obviously significantly now, but during his peak, outside of Cam Smith, I don't think there was a better hooker in the game.
My 4, I'm going another one. I'm going to go George Burgess. In that 2014 period when South won the grand final, he obviously scored that try, but he was probably the best front row in the game in 2014. So I'm going with George Burgess. Obviously, kind of similar to Josh Hodgson, he faded towards the back end of his career. Fair. But at his best, there weren't many better big men in the game than Big Georgie.
Rounding out my top 5, with apologies to Elliot Whitehead, I'm going John Bateman.
Okay.
He was class with the Raiders, being knocked down a peg with West Tigers, but I love everything about him. He's got so much spice in his game. Good player. Yeah, John Bateman. Thank you.
Number 5 for me, he's a fresh face in the game, but he's made a big impact on me already, and I think he's made a big impact on the game. Herbie Farnworth.
Yeah,
the Broncos.
Nice.
I'm a huge fan. He's an electric player. Obviously, the Broncos are playing really good footy in 2023. He's already played for England as well. He's off to the Dolphins next year, and I'm sure he'll have a big impact there too.
I'd like to give a quick shout out to George Williams. Surprisingly, very hard for a half outside of Widdop.
Yeah.
To get a start, I thought George Williams left too early.
Oh yeah. 100%.
I thought he had more to give.
Yeah, definitely had more to give, but family is bigger than rugby league sometimes.
This is true. Congratulations, Sam. Come grab your medal whenever you'd like.